living in a city that has prominent Confederate monuments that were placed there by racists? Or is it living in a state where the Confederate battle flag is on the state flag? It institutionalizes and formalizes an implicit support for the kind of racist heritage of these places, right? And so I do think that tearing this stuff down, like, it sends an important message, which is like, no, fuck tradition, fuck heritage. Like, this is simply a level of, you know, persisting respect for the institution of slavery and for racism and for white supremacy. And so I do think that, you know, I do think it's also something that's sort of accessible from a direct action perspective. It is in fact possible to tear down statues, and it's happened, right? So while you can't necessarily change the laws directly, you can just take the fucking statue down if you can get to it. So I think that, you know, no, of course this is not going to fix society. No, of course it's not going to end racism. But is it on the whole better to take this stuff down? I would argue that it is. And I think, you know, speaking aesthetically, most Confederate monuments do not really have any serious aesthetic value. That is, as far as I am aware of. I mean, honestly, the one that causes me to question this the most, actually, is in Charlottesville. There's that statue of Robert E. Lee, which was the statue that Richard Spencer and the Unite the Right rally rallied around to save, and that, you know, led to the murder of Heather Heyer. Well, that statue is currently completely covered in graffiti with BLM projected over the horse of Robert E. Lee. I think that actually should, I don't know, it's currently going to be taken down, but the way it currently exists, covered in graffiti with BLM superimposed over the horse, I think it's an incredibly good Black Lives Matter monument. and there's part of me that's like, well, let's just leave that up. Like, love that. Like, protect that monument. Protect the Black Lives Matter monument in Charlottesville. I mean, obviously, this is not really my, like, I don't know, I'm white, so it's not really my, I don't feel that I really get a say in this, but my hunch is that actually that's a pretty good monument. That it actually is pretty aesthetically powerful. This statue completely covered in Black Lives Matter graffiti and the projections over it. I think it's actually a very powerful piece of political art.